Hi students, welcome to Sri Guru Bio classes. My name is Dr. J. Kiran Kumar. Today we are going to discuss about one of the most important topic in 10th class biology, nutrition. Nutrition, a food supplying system. Now let us come to the topic. We see a large variety of living organisms in our surroundings. But all these living organisms take food. Why these all living organisms take their food? Why? Food is needed by all living organisms mainly for their growth. Mainly for their growth and repair. Next, coming to that growth. Growth is the process in which the organisms grow in size and mass is nothing but growth. For example, today we are planting a small plant here in our home or any garden. After few days or after few weeks, we are observing that same plant. The size of the plant increases and it will become a big tree. They are bearing flowers and fruits, etc. Similarly, a few years back, you are a small kid or children. Now, you are a young boy or young girl. So, this phenomena is known as growth. So, in that growth, what we are observing that size and mass of the organism increases. Next, coming to that repair. Repair. For example, when you are riding a bicycle or motorbike, suddenly fall on the ground. What happened? Some of the wounds are formed on the body. After few days, the wounds are slowly healed. The damaged cells are replaced with the normal cells. Next, another familiar example. Some of the electric department persons, monthly once or weekly once, sometimes they are cutting that all the branches of these trees. So after few days, what happened? Where the branches are cutting, at that areas, the new branches are coming from that cutting areas. So this is the example of this repair. So repair is the process in which the organisms replace the damaged cells. So the process of replacement of damaged cells with normal cells is nothing but repair. So repair is the process in which the damaged cells are replaced with normal cells. This is the process of repair. Next, several organisms. Food are also needed to maintain body temperature as well. To maintain body temperature. As we know that body temperature is one of the most important factor for all these living organisms to carry out metabolic activities properly. Suppose the temperature is not maintained properly, the metabolic activities occur inside the organism are also they are affected or damaged. So finally the organism will be ill or some other metabolic activities are halted or they are not properly occur inside the body. So the constant body temperature is more important for these living organisms. So food is needed by all living organisms, mainly for growth, repair, and to maintain body temperature as well. Okay, right. So all living organisms take their food materials. Which type of food materials are taken these living organisms? Which type of substances are taken as a food for these all living organisms? A large variety of substances are taken as a food for these all living organisms, from single cell organisms like amoeba to multicellular organisms like human beings. For example, when we are observing that nutrition in amoeba, generally the amoeba eats algae, bacteria, and small plant and animal materials. So here the amoeba, it is a single cellular organism mainly which is present inside the water. So the amoeba eat algae, bacteria and small plant and animal products they eat. So if we observe this amoeba, so they are taken different types of food substances. Now let us come to that human being taking different types of substances as a food. Generally, sometimes the human beings eat vegetarian foods and sometimes they are eating non-vegetarian foods. So the human beings are also taking different types of substances as taken as food. Next, even within the human beings are the multicellular organisms, which means the body is made up of more number of cells. So within the human body, the cells present in that human body require different types of cells, require different types of food substances as a food. So large variety of food materials are taken as organisms from cell to cell and organism to organism. Even within the human body also they are taking different substances as a food materials. Okay, right. How these living organisms obtain food. How these living organisms obtain food? How these living organisms take food? The mode of acquiring food are also varies from cell to cell and organism to organism. The mode of acquiring food are also varies from cell to cell and organism to organism. This varies from living organisms. You have studied in previous classes how different organisms obtain their food materials. Let us recall some of them. Autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition are autotrophs and heterotrophs or heterotrophic nutrition. So when we are coming to that autotroph, the organisms are capable of synthesizing its own food material. The heterotrophic organisms, they are not synthesizing its own food material, they depends on others for their food requirements. So generally these two type of organisms are present in our nature. The mode of taking food are also different among all these living organisms. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition, how plants are called it as universal food providers, are all discussed in these previous sections. Next, coming to that, autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition. We know that autotrophs are the organisms are capable of using sunlight energy to synthesize chemical compounds. Chemical compounds. They acquire nutrients like minerals and water from the soil. Some of the gases are taken from air. So taken from these nutrients, they are capable of synthesizing complex compounds like carbohydrates, proteins and lipids. So these all are complex compounds are synthesized from these simple nutrients. These complex compounds like carbohydrates, proteins and lipids are utilized for that energy source. Energy source for these all organisms and animals, including human beings, are also. The energy which is present in the carbohydrates, proteins and lipids are utilized for this energy requirement of these all living organisms, including human beings also. Okay. Most of the things we get from plants. Most of the things that we eat are coming from plants. Even we are eating animal products, those animals, they depend on plants for food material. So how these plants carry this life process? How plants carry this life process? How these plants carry this life process? Several scientists, they are working for centuries to find out this life process which is present in that plants. Finally, he found that photosynthesis is the only process is used to prepare the food materials in these plants. Finally, he found that photosynthesis is the only process or only life process which is present in that plants. This is useful for synthesizing of the food material. So the photosynthesis makes the plants the universal universal food providers. So the photosynthesis is the process to make the plants the universal food providers for all living organisms. Next, we have studied something about photosynthesis in your previous classes. One of the great scientists, von Helmont, and other scientists are believed to be the plants obtain or taking food not only from soil but also other sources. So Van Helmont and other scientists believe to be that plants take food not only soil but some other sources are also they are taking food materials are discussed that. Next, so what is the raw materials is required for photosynthesis and what could be the end products are formed in the photosynthesis and what is the mechanism of photosynthesis, where this photosynthesis takes place, all are things related to photosynthesis are discussed in this next classes. Thank you.